Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino, Thursday, May 9th, 2024. Pre-market report. Let's start off with this. You and me and the rest of this world is being set up on a grand scale. What am I talking about? So we understand who the real rulers of the world are. It is central banks. Unfortunately, they have us by the throat, and they're not going to stop anytime soon. They are finishing what they started to be essentially the lenders and buyers of last resort. They control the monetary system. They control the economy, the financial markets. Therefore, they get to dictate our lives to us because we are forced to transact in their system. So this morning, no surprise to anyone. So the Bank of England here is leaving rates unchanged, but hints that they may be cutting rates sooner than later. So what I'm trying to get at here is very, very simple. You got the Bank of England, the European Central Bank, and the Federal Reserve who are about to unleash upon all of us, I believe, what may be their end game here, and that is, well, currency devaluation on a mass scale. We've spoken about this repeatedly. I've written articles about this. As a matter of fact, one just got published in the Trends Journal. I've sent it to all of you in my free newsletter, link in the description of this video. So currency devaluation, much greater distortions with regard to the price action of assets across the board, obviously inflating housing prices. Along with this, people are getting destroyed. Food inflation is literally it's a mechanism here. And as a matter of fact, let's talk about this. This is kind of astonishing. Imagine my shock. This is from today. You and I have been speaking about this for the longest time. We knew this was going to happen. This is part of the mechanism here. The people are done. They burn through their savings. Now what they're doing here to try to make ends meet is borrowing. Is it any surprise to you, those of you that have a television, that you're seeing all these apps? Oh, you need your paycheck sooner? Oh, sign up for this. We'll give you X amount, before you get paid. And of course, they take a percentage of it. The whole system is predatory against you and me. So anyway, just to recap real quick, no surprise here at Bank of England. No one expected a cut, but they're setting us all up along with the Fed and the ECB. This is very, very sad. Very, very, very sad. What comes next is this. Okay, period, the end. I've been warning about 2025 for months now, and I'm telling you that 2025 looks to me like it's going to play out to be a nightmare scenario. After the presidential selection here, all bets are off. You and me, we're being set up right now, and if you're not taking action, you're in a bad spot. Now, this headline, this is Yahoo Finance. A recession in 2025 could send the stock market tumbling 30%. 30% is nothing compared to where the real value of this market. 80%. We have no idea where the bottom is in this market. I've discussed this forever. It could be 6,000. 6,000 to 8,000 is probably fair value for the Dow. So just be ready for what's coming, people. I hope you are. Now, with regard to that, let us move forward yet again. This is from Hedge. Time to bet against banks. You see, how about you and I have been aware of this before anybody else? We called this before anybody else, period. The issue with these smaller institutions, the regional banks, and it's not over. For those of you that haven't taken action yet and tried to at least do something about getting your cash out of these smaller banks, the regional institutions, everything's being consolidated, people. It's a consolidation process. They're moving power into fewer and fewer hands. You better take action. Get your cash out of these institutions. Now here, this is an interesting article here. Again, you can find this on Hedge, going over how the financial system is in dire shape. We've never seen this before in the history of the world, and this is not by accident as well. The system is being taken apart piece by piece. You all know that. We've been covering here for the longest freaking time. It's leading to a climax. Is that going to be in 2025? Certainly looks like it to me, people. We'll see where this goes. Currency devaluation, inflation, none of this is going to stop. Now, speaking about that, this is amazing. Another article here. Look at the dominoes falling on you and me. Okay, that's you and me. Lag effects from the past are driving inflation today. I wonder if this person follows this blog here. I've covered at length as of late how the effect of the last 3 presidents here in the United States, including the freak that's sitting behind the Resolute desk right now, these 3 individuals have done more to inflate the debt, to empower the Federal Reserve, bringing them right to the top of that pyramid here, than any other presidents combined before them. Yes, there has been no saving grace here. Period, the freaking end. So these presidents who have colluded with the Federal Reserve, calling for negative rates, calling for a weaker dollar, all it has done is created this situation that we're in now, and it's coming down on every single one of us, people. You're starting to see this. I covered yesterday. This issue of inflation is a direct product of the currency ballooning here, debt inflating on a massive scale. And we've never seen anything like this before. It has nothing to do with the Federal Reserve. Oh, we're going to control inflation. We're going to raise rates. We're going to raise rates. The overnight rate's going to cause a miracle. This is a problem of monetary policy coming down to the currency itself. And what are central banks doing? None more so than the Fed. They're inflating the currency to the tune of almost $1 billion, or an average of $1 billion a day. And then we got people running for president right now like Trump, talking about a weaker dollar and negative rates, as he said last time too. You can't make this stuff up. Destruction. It's all coming down on us. We can thank the last 3 presidents for this. More so than any of them all. Yes, they've all been responsible, but the last 3 have taken the cake. And we are all paying the price here. It's an incredible thing. You will not hear this anywhere from the mainstream media, how the lie that has been sold to us that oh yes, it's temporary, it's transitory, and we're going to raise rates. The problem is, at its core, what central banks are doing right now, inflating, and they're continuing to inflate right now, adding digits to a screen. Yes, in a time of a booming economy, you would expect the monetary base to be increased. But here we have a situation where the economy globally is contracting at its fastest pace we've ever seen, debt surging higher at its fastest pace we've ever seen. And what are central banks doing? They're adding currency to the global monetary situation here. It's massively inflationary, and what's coming next here with central banks who are going to start to cut rates in unison here between the Bank of England, between the freaking Federal Reserve and the Bank of England. Yeah, sure, it might be separated by a month or 2, but this is a destruction for you and me, and that means more inflation, more price action distortions across the spectrum of asset classes like you can't possibly believe. Now, with that as well, keep your eyes on this. This is the MMRI from this morning. This is the short-term chart. We're basically flat. Longer term, yeah, the trend looks higher. Let's see where this goes. I believe we're going to fall off here as central banks continue to inflate moving forward. And we'll see where this goes. And this just means, all this means is the already distortions that exist are going to get monumentally worse. Of course, that's where we're going here. You have to understand, this is leading up to a climax. In order for them, those that run the world, and I'm talking about central banks here, to bring us to our knees, because that's what they want. They want us to beg for a new system as they destroy the current system here via inflating, continuing to inflate. And meanwhile, they're lying to us all that inflation is going to get better. It's got nowhere to go but much worse here. The war is going to get much worse. More cash to fund wars and everything else you can dream about and think about. That's where we're going. That's why I am telling you people, and I've been saying for the longest time, I'm just going to say it again. This isn't Greg Mannarino. This is someone else who understands what's going on here. Who wrote this? This is Business Insider from Yahoo Finance. They see what I see. And you do too. All the pieces are falling in place right now. So another warning about 2025. Another warning, don't take my word for it. Let's get our cash out of these institutions as fast as you can. Stop doing this, people. They're forcing this upon you, okay? They want you a slave to their system. Find another way besides borrowing and borrowing, because all they're doing is creating dependency on the system. Thank the last 3 presidents, including Trump, for this, okay? It's falling down upon you because the lag effect of all of this cash creation takes a while. You understand how this works, right? When a president colluding with the Federal Reserve continues to inflate and inflate and inflate, it takes a finite amount of time for that extra cash to make its way through the system to start chasing the same amount of goods, especially in this environment where we've had the rate at which cash is moving through the economy at a historic low. Now we're starting to see this pick up. And that is a major problem. This can get sincerely out of control. But no one's going to tell you this. Nobody who's running for president, who is current president, is going to tell you that they're responsible for this as well, colluding with the central banks here. All our loving, caring representatives, maybe 99% of them, are all in the same boat. And they want you gone, okay? All they care about is their bottom line, how rich they can get, how they can take care of their families. You don't mean a thing. Once you understand that, and once you understand that we have no representation right now, well, maybe you'll be a lot better off. Until that time, you're going to be absolutely lost. You're not going to know what's going on at all. Anyway, people, look, we covered a lot of important things today. I hope this has made sense to you. Everything that we have covered, it's unbelievable. It really, really is here. Anyway, that's kind of where we stand today, people. Check out this article, like I said, from Zero Hedge about the banking system. Again, we've called this before anybody else, but I'm glad other people are trying to get the word out. So, what's the premise here? Pay attention. Raise your awareness. Be ready for what's coming in 2025, because the more I look at it and the more I put this together, it seems very ominous to me. And we'll see what happens here. Not going to change, people. Whoever they select to put behind the Resolute desk, you have to understand what you're looking at. Whoever wins, whoever is selected will be the biggest trader on, and I don't mean trader as in stock trader, I mean as in like a Benedict Arnold against the people. Whoever they choose is going to be the person they want to help them finish what they started, and they're there right now. I'm talking about central banks becoming the lenders and buyers of last resort, the world control, the single government that we've been warned about for decades. It's here now. This tokenized system that's coming here as well. A cross-border, trans-world system, and they're going to force us to participate in that as well. It's going to be quite an escapade moving forward. What they have in store for us, we're just getting a hint of it now. And I think you and I have a very good idea of where this is going. People, this guy loves you from the heart. I hope you got something out of this video. Please share it. Please get it out there. Be ready. Be ready from every perspective, people, for what's coming. Doesn't look good moving forward, and I mean it really doesn't look good. I'll see you later, 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern, until we meet again later. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other.